Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Reynolds here with RaysWebinar.com. Ultimate goal is to help every one of you all the steps to get to that $1 million dream. Sorry today I'm kind of casual. All right, we've been chasing a family emergency for about a week and a half, and guess what? It's just the way it is, so I get to wear a hat today. Now, the bottom line is to make sure you write things down and put it here, because a lot of people like to do is take pictures and record, and you're not allowed to do that anyway. Let's get it in the brain. Let's remember, this is 2021. It's fast track. It's blackjack here. The bottom line is every one of us need the money to go get it. We also need the routine. We also need the steps and the rules. So let's see how I can help you today. Now, first of all, this is your 6 months goals. I don't know if you have a goal list or not, but this is what I'd tell you to do. I'd like to hand you a $100,000 credit card. But first, it's going to be a corporate card. You see, a corporate credit, we can write off the interest rate and the card. So that's made sense. We don't have to steal from the family. Now, if you got a corporation, that's great. Now, if you haven't done anything with it, when most people haven't, let me help you with it. Let me rebuild it, or let me build it from the beginning. If not, I'll hand you on to one of our programs. It's pretty simple. It's like anything else, buying your first property through a division. That would make more sense, because that way you get rid of the liability off of you or the parent company. And I wrote the rules on divisions in 1986 anyway. We'll have some fun. I would like to have you have a franchise. Maybe think about having one that has a drive-through, because they were open through pandemics and what we've actually just been going through. Now, here's the 12 months goals. I'd like you to have $1 million in the bank. All right, but it's a corporate bank account, tax-free. I'd like you to have your dream house like I do. Main thing is $5 million of real estate and some franchises. See, you got to get that cash flow coming in automatically. That's the ultimate goal. So this is your 12 months goals. Now me, I just like to do all the work for you anyway, because what happens in the beginning, you're going to have to hear something probably 50 to 100 times again and again, because you got to get it here. Now, first of all, what we've got to do is we've got to kind of plan the problem. Unfortunately, in this world, there's a lot of people in our way. And for 43 years helping people like you, you've always told me one thing: it's your friends and family kind of take it away and get in your way. So why don't we plan the problem? Now, let's talk about safety credit. You see, when you were younger, you got an SSN called a Social Security card. And what did you do? You got some money. It's credit in the mail. And unfortunately, since no one taught you the rules and the tools, you kind of jacked it up. So let's do this. Here's $100,000. These are Venture and Venture One cards, $50,000 a piece. Not a problem. Here's my problem with personal credit. I can't write off the interest rate or the credit card. So why would I jack it up, back myself in a corner, hurt my family? The bottom line is most people do that because they don't know the rules and the tools. On your credit cards, get them out of your personal wallet right now, please. I'd like you to write down and put a sticky in the back of the card. I'm serious. This is a routine. You put a sticky in the back of that card for one reason. You need to write down the limit, what's 25 to 29%. Now, here's the thing that no one's ever told you, and what I did, and I basically trained Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW and Aspirin years ago. Now, let's understand something. All right, when you take a credit card, any card you have past 29%, your score drops. It only takes one card. That's all it takes. So let's understand. What happens is you got to realize, put yourself in check. Personal credit shouldn't be used and abused anyway. It's not free money. You do got to pay it back. So what has to happen is the world needs to be retrained about safety credit and the rules and the tools. Now, let's think about it. You can go to Credit Karma to verify what I say today. That's free. They're practically owned by TransUnion anyway. Anything at 29% is in the green, 30% is in the yellow. Anything above that's in the red. Now let's write down the line of defense. See, what's going to happen today is you're going to drive through your city. You're going to see basically a Bank of America, Chase, all right, maybe Wells Fargo. You're going to see some grocery stores too. You understand something. They bankrupt a location, all right, they wrote it off on their taxes, and they're in business still today. What did you do? I'm sorry to say, most of you, when you brought the pain home, all you could do is basically be frustrated and cry and go wah, wah, wah some more. So the bottom line is, let's get through this. I want you to make sure you understand there's rules and tools. Do you really want to get to the $1 million dream? That's flat out. You got to ask yourself that question, because a lot of you wasted thousands of dollars on things that didn't work. And the bottom line is, maybe you got that motivational stuff. Me, I'm going to hand you the money and the credit. Okay, I've been doing this for 43 years. So I also don't want you to ever bring the pain home. So let's do this right now. Remember those grocery stores and the banks? You know flat out, you got empty locations, and they're still in business today. Now, don't tell me because pandemic, because that's just an excuse. You see, they've been closing down an average of 100 locations per year before the pandemic, by the way. Now, my journey started when I was a little boy. I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. All right, she was 15. She was a billionaire child. All right, she wanted a girl. I'm a boy, so she gave me a girl's name, raised my middle name, and then she threw me away. Bottom line is, today you can listen to the rules and the tools. You can get through it too. I want you to write down getting past go. I did get to be with Mrs. Hope from the age of 3 to 10 years old. Mrs. Hope's a great name. Unfortunately, she got her weekly and monthly checks. It was good for her, but every morning she dropped me off right down to Beach Pier. You see, I saw Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes. I saw money. So I basically looked at a couple things, because I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. She'd always say, be here at 5 o'clock or I'll leave you there to die. She wasn't very nice. I call her the she-devil from hell. Now, it's because God gave me a gift called a brain. I got an IQ off the chart with total recall and those things. It kind of freaky to me as a kid. You see, I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. I thought it sucked. Now, you know what's really weird? Yesterday, someone told me I'm too positive on one of my phone calls, and I'm just going to be me. So don't take it personally. Or if you think I'm basically talking to you, I'm talking to all of you, but don't take it personally if I say you're kind of lazy. Some of you are, some of you are not, but it's up to you. See, when I got my first Lamborghini as a teenager, then I got my Lamborghini collection too. I got my Duffys, I got my 6 mansions, I broke some world records having fun. Bottom line is, I had my race boat in my backyard, my helicopter, and my yacht. All right, the bottom line is, don't forget about the Ferraris too. You see, today, when I leave here today, I'm going to go fly the helicopter around and have some fun. That's why I'm kind of casual, too. Just because I'm going through some bad times and a family problem doesn't mean I'm going to let it bring me down. You see, you got to feel sorry for yourself for less than a minute. Then you got to go get it. See it, believe it, go get it every time. Now, this is not to brag. The bottom line is to show you flat out what I did. Why can't you? It's simple. Every one of you should have done this already right out of high school. Now, write down Ray's rules. We're going to give you the tools. All right, I even wrote Winning the Game of Business 43 years ago. See, I was lucky while I was being used and abused as a kid. I paid attention. I wrote my little notes. They thought it was kind of weird, probably true. If you look at the Secretary of State in California, you'll find out Helping Hand Industries was started by a 9.5-year-old kid. By the way, it was me. It went worldwide. It brought in 100,000 and more. Had some fun, but I was 9.5 at the time. Now, after my coma and I got to die in 2009 of H1N1, I decided to basically get another PhD. Why not? Anybody can do the time and get the paper. So I'm a pastor, by the way. If you want me to marry it, let me know. The bottom line is, I'm a sinner just like you. I do the best I can, but I got to say exactly what I feel today, and everything simple. You see, every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, you're stuck with me. I know you bought a book, How to Make Money and Get Rich, or maybe listen to Tony Baloney. None of them gave you the money. The bottom line is, not only will I give you the money, I'll even do the work for you, hand you the keys. I got no excuses. I broadcast up to 5 times a day, Monday through Friday, live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. Tomorrow, I have 9 classes. Are you going to be in my classes tomorrow? Or are you going to have another excuse? You got a choice today. You see, it's like goal setting. If you're a client of mine, guess what? I'm doing a specialty goal setting class tomorrow for free at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're going to be there? I already have 941 people ready to sign up, ready to go. You're going to set up some time? Or you're going to have an excuse you had to sleep in too? Bottom line is simple. Me, I'm afraid. I've been afraid since I was a little boy about not having money to eat. So I got $10 million of gold cards and platinum cards. I got $3 million of these cards too. And you know what I have in my pocket? I have $1,000 worth of Visa gift cards that I got from Staples. Why? In case I need some cash. And if I can't go in the Staples because they closed the door because of the pandemic, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run it through my Square on my phone. I have a backup for a backup for a backup for a backup. What about you? You see, I made 2 promises as a kid. One, I wouldn't hold a child unless it was my own. Next, that I'd never bring the pain home to my wife and my kids. I got 6 kids and 7 grandkids, and my wife, she loves me to death. So guess what? Tomorrow, I even got a Dun & Bradstreet class. By the way, it's at 2:30 in the afternoon. You see, I like to have fun. So if you want to play with me in that class tomorrow, it's $199. All right, I'm giving a discount today because you're on the webinar. But if you missed the class, oh well, you would have learned how to get the Visa gift cards too. There's the Zelle, but again, this is up to you. And you can even let Scott say, give me the link. I sent you the money. Let me in now, now, now. You got to have fun. Now, I got Q&As twice a week too. Yesterday's kind of got screwed up, and the day before too. It's like, oh my goodness. See, I've had the devil on my shoulder since I was born. But I got my faith and my persistence. And Billy here, I know, I got him $120,000 of credit the other day. You see, here's a $300 card. Give me one of your cards. I'll put it in my system. All right, I got $10 million of history, and I'm an affiliate. I'll increase your limit for you, but not for free, because you don't work for free. Neither do I. I donate my time, and I give the money away. But someone's got to pay the lights and pay the employees today. $500 card, $26,000. $2,500, look at it, it says right there, $30,000 came with the checkbook too. Would you like one? How about a $30,000 card? You see, corporate cards that can write off the interest rate in the credit card. Personal credit can't write off diddly squat. So why would anybody jack up that and hurt their family? I don't get it. I'm allowed to, basically as an affiliate, to get 2 golds or 2 platinums at the same time. One for the corporation and one for you. Would you like them both? You see, understand something flat out. I can push these up to $1 million paid over time. By the way, they're the only 2 cards that do not hurt the 29% rule, period. Daryl got $61,000. Here's a $30,000. There's a $15,000. There's another one too. Line of credit. Guess what we get to do for you? Now, Pandemic 9 killed me. Now, Pandemic 19 killed me again, too, just like everyone else. Here's me in March last year. I got my radio show back. We're broadcasting nationwide. I got $50 million on the table. And the camera guy during the commercial says, hey, I got a Discovery card. Could you increase it for me, too? I said, yeah, you buy me some lunch. I don't do it for free. I took this for $5,500 to $16,700. If you want me to play with one of your cards, I'll add it to the dashboard, and I'll push the limit as high as I can. Normally, when I give a discount, the limit's about $2,000 to $3,000. That's about it. But here, for $1,000, $999. Yesterday, guess what Billy got? $120,000 because he had me do 2 cards for him. Oh, would you like 3? It's $1,999. There's a Zelle wire deposit. If you really want it done, let me know, and I guarantee it too, or your money back. Isn't this fun? Now remember something today. If you lost your job or had an emergency, what are you going to do next? You're going to do like everyone else. You're going to run out of time. You're going to run out of money. And you're going to jack up your credit again in 42 days. Why? Because you don't know the rules. You don't know how to play. Just like I trained Ken Yarbrough years ago. Why don't you let me train you today? Can you write down Credit Services Act, please? I want you to Google it later today. It'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. It'll tell you credit repair is a scam, not allowed to collect money up front. It'll take you to the Credit Repair Organization Act 2. It says that credit attorneys can't do credit repair. How about you and me build a relationship? Why don't I call you today? All right, let's get on the phone and let's have some fun too. You see, I got no excuses, and if you had any, you're going to be losing those right away. Federal Trade Commission rules and tools. Now, some of you, I've repaired it myself. Goody for you. That means you're a liar. Not mine, not late. That's all you're allowed to do. You got to rebuild it the right way. And if you're paying Lexington Law $99 a month, $1,200 a year, goody for you. They got 4 government agencies trying to shut them down for years. They've got 657 complaints right now today. So when you think credit repair, understand in Webster's dictionary, it's not broken. You got to rebuild it. In writing, it's not mine, not late. It's not going to work for long. You can't trick them. So here's the thing about the NACB. I know you see John on the commercial every day saying, get the Experian Boost. I don't know if you know this, they got indicted 100 plus times. They got hacked 100 times plus, and they basically moved to Dublin, Ireland years ago. On their Boost, you got to put your electric bill, your gas, your water, your cable, and then they ask you to put your bank account too. Look at this. One of the clients sent this and said, hey, Ray, I disconnected. Now they want me to reconnect because it's easy to fix it. I mean, I'm sorry, but is anybody stupid enough to log into their bank account to Experian when they get hacked again? Your bank account gets hacked again too. I mean, sorry, I just think that's called stupidity. But you do what you want to do. I'm just going to tell it like it is. See, it's like rescore. Rapid rescore works. I can push anybody's score to an 820. She had a 500 score. She used Lexington Law for 2 years, wasted $2,400. She tried this, she tried that, she tried this. See, it's like when you're trying to go get it, the problem is you keep trying everything and it's not working. How about a personal guarantee and I'll hold your hand? It's pretty simple to do. 500 score, 708, 157 points. When I was done, she had an 820. Would you like one? Let me know. And then this one is 90 days. In 90 days, all right, I took them from a 400 to an 802, and I'm still not done. I even guarantee it. You ready to play? Pull out your SSN. Pull it out today. Come on, let's see if you can basically have some fun. You got an SSN called a Social Security card. You were told to go get this to get a job. Oh, goody! And that's what connected the 1040 tax return, by the way. But what did you do? You haven't even read the card front and back. And don't tell me you have, because you know flat out on the back it says do not laminate. Then it says do not use for ID purposes. Do you understand every time you write it down you broke the law? You broke the rules too? You see, look at the rules. It's pretty simple. Here's the application you filled out as a teenager like I did. Now read the card. It says Property or Social Administration, not you. It's not even yours. It's in your possession. I thought 9/10 of the law is possession. Oh, well, I guess I'm wrong. Guess what? The creditors use it and abuse it. Because they do this and under the Fair Lending Act, I can seal your record and shoot your score up some more. Would you like one like Willie got here? I got Willie a $7,500 Discovery card he screwed up a year ago. Then he fixed the address. Then I got him one recently, too. But I won't give him his last name because that wouldn't be any fun. But Willie's having some fun because he's learning how to get the million to billion. He even wants a damn yacht and a race boat, too. Let's see what he does today. 35 years ago, I started basically one thing called Repackage in America. And I was doing that, too. Then I sold it for a lot of money. You know what? It's pretty simple. I'd like to repackage you today. Your house, your car, your bank account. Is that okay? You want to play with me all day tomorrow? I pray you do, because I'm going to take away excuses and I'm going to hand you the money, and we're going to see it, believe, and go get it. It's simple. I know we all got a sad story to tell. I've been in 2 comas in my life so far. Credit saved my life both times. So let's think about this. When I was a little boy, the grown-ups, I thought they had any brains at all, which I didn't think they did anyway, so they kept saying, money for a rainy day. Excuse me? Explain that to me. In my life, it doesn't rain, it always pours. I've had over 100 things go wrong in the last week and a half. All right? Because when Murphy, or one called the devil, wants to kick my assets too, he gives it one hell of a try, and guess what I do? I got my faith and my persistence. I'm just going to keep basically doing my best today. And at the end of the day, God will do the rest for me. What about you? Now, understand today you needed $5,000, but you need it now. Ask your friends and your family. Go ahead. All right, let them give you the routine of no, then go to the bank. They tell you no too. What if you listened to me and had a card in your hand worth $5,000? And you quit jacking up your credit flat out, and you use it for safety like I want to teach you how to do so far. So it's $5,000. If I max it out today, you know what it is? It's $50 a month. I'll bet you everyone if you waste $50 every other day. You see, here's the next thing, is they say you waste $140 a week. I don't know if it's true, but that's $600 a month. Let's understand, each one of these cards is $50,000 a piece. If I maxed out one of the cards today, the payment is $612.26. Why don't we put some common sense in a damn bottle of water today? Because everybody keeps jacking it up and screwing it up and go, what happened to me? Safety credit, learn it. You're an adult. It's about time you do it the right way. I will be telling you what to do a lot of times, so just do what I say, please, because I'll make you a millionaire under a corporation or a billionaire. All right? And it's okay if you don't like me, all right? Because not everybody likes you. I can get you 2 pizzas with the drive-thru if you'd like. But I want you to quit bringing the pain home, because that's called silly and dumb. Next thing is you got to plan the problem like I told you in the beginning today. If you don't master safety credit, you will bring the pain home every friggin' time. And that just pisses me off to no end. See, I watch all the people around me. They got the mommy, the daddy, the cousin. I got nobody. All right? When I was a kid, besides being used and abused, I'd eat out of a friggin' trash can. I'll be damned if I waste anything today. Safety credit, you better listen to the rules and tools, learn how to play, and find out one thing. When you drive around your city today and you see a Wells Fargo, a Chase, or a B of A empty, you know they're still in business today. How did they do that? Oh, they bankrupted a piece, wrote off the loss on their taxes, and they're still in business. What did you do? Flat out, you brought the pain home. Stop that. Remember something today. I want you to write your list of your goals. Like tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. for my clients, I'm doing a special goal class. I wonder if you got what it takes to get your goals to follow through. Yeah, you're going to get knocked down. You're going to, woo, no. Crying stands for 1/2 minute. You get ready to go. See it, believe it, go get it. Nothing gets in your way besides you. Write down your goal list and believe in yourself, just like me. I broke the world record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. I still hold the record today. I used to kick the basketball hoop too. That was only 10 feet. So let's understand something today. When people tell you can't do this or that, why do you listen to those dummies? I don't get it. God gave you a gift and a dream. Can you see it, believe, and go get it? Get out of your own way. Let me do the work for you, because I don't want you to screw this up. Because you're probably 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, and guess what? Why didn't you do it? I don't get it. I'm born in a friggin' taxi. I'd eat out of a friggin' trash can. Do you have any idea? So let's remember, your SSN to get the job equal to 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. So when the creditors use it and abuse it, so do you. You're breaking the rules too. Now, yes, you got your SSN, and it's the IRS public record today, and that means you got your Spirit and your Trax and your Equifax too. The moment you take one of these cards past 29%, your score drops. Meow, plop. Check it out on Credit Karma. The only card you can get past that is gold and platinums. That's just the rules you got to learn in the beginning playing with me, because I'll guarantee to make you a millionaire. I've done it to 17 million people. I've done 3.6 billion for clients too, and 16 billionaires. See, I'll guarantee it. Or I'll give you back 10 times your damn money, because I don't need your money anyway. I'm just keeping my promise that I made to God in a coma. And I want to change the world before I die again. Collateral, hell, we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated. Whee! Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. So take that tablet and pen and write down what I say once again. Raise rules. Listen carefully. I don't care how old you are. You need $100,000 of personal credit, period. And as you say, no, excuse me, the last time you lost your job or had an emergency, you backed yourself in a corner, what happened? You're afraid to feed your family, pay the bills, pay the car payment, the house payment, the rent payment too? I will never back myself into a corner. It is not acceptable at all. $100,000 of credit. You use 29%, period. That gives you $71,000 of safety credit. In case blank hits the fan, you lose your job or there's a pandemic. When I watch people take the money and the credit from their family to start a business. In the back of my mind, I think that's the stupidest person I ever met in my life. Why would they ever bring the pain home? It's all I got as a kid. I fight for everything I've ever had. I'd rather basically try. If I'm not trying, I would rather be dying. Stop using the wrong damn money to build that business today. You got a choice. It's called Ray's Rules. And yes, we can all play the little violin. We all had sad stories too. Blah, blah, blah. My first coma, I was 5.5 years old. I got this thing in my brain. I can clone what you do. I get to watch you for 5 minutes. I can do it better than you. Isn't it fun? I got on the bicycle after 5 minutes, but I should have waited 6 minutes that day. See, I didn't know to push the pedal the back way to stop the brake. So guess what? 40 miles an hour down that hill. Guess what? I stopped my bike with my face. Boom! And they said I'd never walk again in my life. You see, when you believe stuff like that, you put it in your brain and you accept it. No. You know how many people never accept it and they go through it and then listen to the doctor or this or that? You got a choice. When that lady stood over me and said, ring the bell to go pee-pee, I rang that bell till my hand was friggin' numb. I crawled in my belly to the toilet. I went pee-pee. The next time I coma, 2009. Can you imagine? I just took people on my corporate yacht in my backyard, school and church. I'm laying here. I thought it was in a dream. I can't move. I get to hear someone say in the dream, he's not going to make it. He's going to die. Then I hear this woman scream her head out. Go, ah! I realized it was my wife. It broke my heart. You have no idea. The next thing is I heard my CPA tax attorney walk in there and says, I'm sorry Ray didn't make it. Will you please sign the POA I have set up for you to sign today? Now I'm screaming my head off, honey, don't sign that paper today. You know, basically don't sign anything unless I'm with you. Well, I'm laying there dead. I died at 5:41. But then there was one thing. I said, if I'm not there for you, ask 5 people around you before you sign anything. Well, guess what? My wife signed my royalties and my life away. About $2.6 billion in the bank alone. Guess what happened? I said, God, please let me go back and help my wife and my family. I promise you I'll help people the rest of my life with the gift you gave me. So guess what I got to do after H1N1 killed me? Pandemic number 9 at basically July 5th, 2009, 5:41. All right, there's my yacht. There's my raceboat. There's the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor. There's the address. Show me yours. I'm the most verified person on this planet today, and I got no BS. I will definitely make you a millionaire if you do what I tell you to do. Let me do the work for you. Because guess what you're going to do? Because you basically didn't do it so far. So let's understand something flat out. All right? I got to finally come out of that coma. Because of witness protection, I knew exactly how to put that score back to an 820. And then I popped $1 million credit card. I have 5 closet divisions. Write that down. If you ever want to really know how to get back off your feet and get on them feet within 6 weeks or less, have 5 closet divisions. Today, you don't get a do-over. You get to live or die. I'd tell you to wear a mask, and hell, half of you'd argue about that too. All right, it takes a moment to die and a lifetime to live. Which one are you going to pick? This is going to be up to you. See, what I want you to do is remember something from me. When I was 2.5 years old and they used me, abused me, I found myself on the floor, looking in the mirror, crying my eyes out. And I looked at myself at 2.5 and said, I got to figure this out. Ever since that day, I get up at 2:25. I cannot sleep past that at all. I got up at 2:25. I dropped to my knees and said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I went and looked at a mirror. Can you do yourself a favor just once, please? Do the raised mirror test. I dare you. Close the door, look in the mirror, and stare at yourself, basically, and do nothing besides stare at yourself, and ask yourself 2 questions. Have I completed everything I need to? The answer is no. Is there more to be done? Always. If you got up past 4:30 this morning, you don't really want it bad enough. The next problem you got is simple. You ask your friends and family what they think. Why would you ever ask the people around you what they think? They don't see your vision and the dream that God gave you. And then all they do is they cloud your direction. You ever notice they all, I mean 100%, they interrupt your conversation to tell you what you should do. They haven't done diddly squat themselves. 90 days. Shh. Don't tell anybody what you're going to do. Let me do all the work for you. I'll hand you the keys. And when they see your life changing around you, then they'll go, how'd you do this or that? Just say raisecredit.com. Let's go get the money. See, money's simple for me. I don't have to beg and steal off the pier. I don't have to eat out of a trash can. I can pay my bills, feed my family. I can help you. You see, 9 out of 10 of you hate your job anyway. And what happens? We're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate. It's okay. When they fire you anyway, guess what you're going to do? You're going to deliver some pizza. You see, I want you to focus today. When I got to be listening with Mrs. Hope in their poker game, I wrote my little notes. You know what they said? You ready to hear what they said? They said a corporation's a legal person. I heard that at 7.5. I couldn't sleep all night. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day because I knew there was a library next door. Now be honest with yourself, please. You've been looking for a blueprint, an instruction manual, how to put to $1 million dream together with the cash and the money to go get it. I know you have, because if you did and you accomplished the goal, hell, you wouldn't be listening to me. All right, because you basically got 1 foot on the shore, 1 foot in the boat. You don't commit 100%. But I went to that library and I read that book front and back that day. Then I went back almost every day till I was 9.5 years old. Those 12 books and CDs right there, that's how I brought in $2 billion at 26. Now, there's no story in the books. It just tells you what to do. Now, I had $841 million of real estate before the coma, all in a corporate structure, by the way. Then on top of that, I created a book called Buckets of Money, Tax Balancing, Become the Bank. And don't forget winning the game business, too. You know, I love the fact when I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years, I was the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles. There was a line around the hotel getting a hold of me every Wednesday at 7 p.m. The book CDs in my classes were about 20,000 a pop. I turned 17 million people just like you into millionaires, 16 billionaires. You want to be next? It's simple. I want you to get the books and the CDs. But I still want you in my workshops all day tomorrow, too. Now, the office sells it for $999. They're on commission. They get a paycheck, too. I always give it for half price. So if you want all 18 books and CDs, today it's $499 during the webinar. If it's not done right away through a Zelle, guess what? They'll sell it to you for $999. That's on you. I'm giving you an opportunity to get half price today. There's basically Gina at raisecredit.com. Always let her know. She's in charge of shipping and handling, by the way. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to rebuild all your credit the right way. I'm going to add $1 million of history for you. You see, I've been an affiliate for 35 years. That means I'm allowed to set up, all right, use history for you, corporation division. I'm allowed to certify, listen carefully, certify getting a credit report for Experian, Trendue, and Equifax under tax IDs. I'm the only one. Try it on your own. Good luck to that, too. Guess what's going to happen? I want to stick in the back of your card. I want you, every time you pull out a card, to give yourself and put yourself in check. You know if you're going to use it past 29%. The answer is no. What are you going to use instead? A gold and a platinum card. I still got to make you a qualified CFO. Now understand, I'm going to use $1 million of that history for you. How bad you want it? How much money have you wasted on stuff that did not work? How about hold my hand for 90 days? All right, maybe a lifetime too. Real estate could be a fixer-upper, a duplex, an apartment complex. Still like to get you a franchise with a drive-through. They stay open through pandemics. When I was incorporating rich and famous people for years, I developed 84 ways to leverage money to $100 million off credit. You want to play? You see, it's like anything else. Like the guy said yesterday, all right, you're too confident, Ray. I can make $1 million in less than 90 days for every one of you if you do what I tell you to do. When Newsweek walked through and followed me around for 10 days, I did it in 6 days, and they watched me having steak and lobster too. Here's one of the company cars. You see, I'm from Show Me State. I don't like blah, blah, blah. You got a car, but it's registered to you. That makes you a duck. Sorry, it's just the truth. You get a bumpity today, they're going to sue you and take everything you got. You see those bloodsucker attorneys on TV too. See, here's one of the company cars. Guess what? Rich people, they drive company cars, they write it all off. But not you. You get your paycheck. Oh, goody, you get the leftover. You pay your bills, you pay for a car you should not. And then you take all the money and credit from the family. Go, honey, let's hurt the family some more. Whee! Tomorrow, I expect every one of you in all my classes. If you ever wanted to get it bad enough in your life, all right, I will shake you and wake you up tomorrow, and I'll guarantee it. You see, today, you're using your paycheck to pay the payment, gas, registration, insurance. Why? Why don't you yell the word no right away, please? Can you yell the word no right away? It's pretty simple to do. See, there's the keys to the white one, too. It's not my car, but who's it belong to? Corporation. What do I get to do? I got a bad day. I just drive a company called Boom Boom. Do it some more, too. Now, SSN, got a job, got a 1040 tax return. You got one that makes you a duck. SS 4 times 4. Write it down. It's a pattern of 4. Now, on an SS4 form, look at line 10. It's right in front of you. What does it say? It says, banking and credit purposes. You don't get it. You can write off corporate credit card and interest rates. That's okay. You will find out that I'm the only one on the planet, all right, today, that knows what I know. God only made one of me. And I'm the only one that can set up a corporate credit report for you under a tax ID for Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax 2. It's the IRS's rules. Let's pay attention today. Here's your live SSN 1040. You got one. Oh, goody, you're a duck. SS 4 times 4. One of those have a problem. What does it say in line 10? If you looked on bankruptcy open record today, just Google it. You got to use an SSN or SS4. Who wants to be the duck some more? Want to be a duck some more too? Say quack quack some more. Your choice is simple. Do you draw the boxes yet? They're in front of you. Keep up. Mama Tomato said to baby tomato when she turned back and said, catch up. Get it? 1986. I wrote the rules. They wanted you to have 5 corporations. No. Let's set up the line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. You see, I don't want you bringing that pain home. To me, you bring that pain home, that's on you. You got to learn the 3-step. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Bankrupt that damn piece that's got a problem. Keep all the other pieces. And don't you ever hurt your family again. The only card that gets past 29% is gold and platinum cards. Would you like 1 or would you like 10? The way I first designed it in 86 to get 9 across the board called divisions. Every division would be a piece of property, a franchise, a bucket of money. How many would you like? How many, honestly, would you like? I can push it up to $100,000 to $1 million per card. As an affiliate, I get to preset the limit for you. So understand, when I get you 1 for you in the corporation, would you like 2? It's up to you. Now, here's a group of basically 8 people. All right? Now, I do this once in a while for small groups that are in my basically Zoom classes in the afternoon. So here's what they do. I give them a pack of 10. But that's over $1 million of cards. And most people can't handle that because they think, I need the money. You're not going to use it and abuse it. Every one of these people got a pack of 10 gold cards. 1 for the corporation, 1 for every division. Pretty simple. When I build it up for you, I charge you $999 for my time, but I hand you a pack of 10. Would you like 1 or would you like 10? Would you like $1 million or would you like 10 million? You sell that $999 today, and I mean now during the webinar with me, I'm going to give you a pack of 10. You let me know if you want it to be $1 million. Simple. I can guarantee it. There's Gina. Let her know you zelled it right away. Opportunities only during a live webinar with me. Because bottom line is, I am the godfather of credit. They call me for that for years too. By the way, every division I set up the way I did it for you, I'm going to send them to you personally. You sign it, you mail it away. When it comes back, I'm going to get 3 tax IDs and I'm going to set up 9 credit reports for you. That way you can go build some more too. I'll build it for you. Now I charge $500 a piece for every division. If you want 3, it's $1,500. Zealot, 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 zealot today. Let Gina know. She'll follow through. Don't you get it? For every SS4 you allow me to do for you, I get to get you an Aspirian, Equifax, and a TransUnion. How many would you like? You get to write off the card of the interest rate too, and I'll hold your hand doing that as well. I don't want you screwing this up. And you get to write off even the line of credit too. So let's understand something today. I want you to have a division for real estate franchise current business. Please, I'm begging you, let me get you $100,000 card or $1 million card. I want to change your life. It's kind of fun. I already tried to get you $100,000 of personal credit. We're still going to work on that too. Safety credit. In case blank hit the fan, in case you lost your job or there's a pandemic. You see, when you take the money from your family and the credit and you roll the dice, you hurt your family. It's not acceptable now because you met me. Ray's rules are pretty simple. SSN equal to 1040 tax return, and that's all it was for. SS4 times 4. What did it say on line 10 again? It's right in front of you. Read it again. Banking and credit purposes. This is IRS's rules. You should have mastered this like I did as a kid. You see, unfortunately, I get some people, I call them ding-dongs. You see, I add up to $1 million of credit for you and the corporation and the divisions, and we get people that are impatient. All you got to do is wait about 90 days, 6 months at the most, unless you screw it up. You're going to get these in the mail. Do not apply at all. Do not crash the wrapper, rescore, and make me start over again. Now, she got basically impatient. All right, she says, I don't like men at all. My ex-husband, oh good, now I'm going to be compared. All right, bankruptcy, tax lien, all the crap she had. But guess what? I got her to the 687. Get ready to give her a $30,000 card. She went out, I can do it on my own, Ray. Just like all of you. Go for it. Her card she got is $300. It's not even pocket change. At least this guy listened. All right, got rid of the crap, did a seal the record, shot up the score to a 621, not done yet. Get an open sky. My starter card for him, look at it, it's $3,000. I only owed him $1,000. Would you like one of those too? I'll guarantee it. Here's another one I did the other day too. Let's have some fun. Oh, by the way, I got them $30,000. Right, Billy? All right, I like the letter you wrote, but then you said you didn't want anybody to know your last name. It's okay, $30,000 for you? How about $30,000 for the corporation? I got in one of those too. Would you like one? You see, it's like credit rebuilding. We're going to do it the right way. You're going to not rip off your creditors. We're going to do a rebuild. We're going to do a wrapper rescore. Now, I'm going to hand you $1,000 of credit. I've always done one thing for people. I give you 2 times to 10 times the money you invest in yourself. And this all belongs to you anyway. I'm just going to do the work, teach you how to play the game. You see, if you don't have a corporation, I'll give you one for free. That's right, the article's office tax ID. Oh, you need a setup class level 1? Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. You better be in that class. If you're not in that class, guess what you did? You didn't want it bad enough. Free. You like free? The office sells it for $9.98. I always give half price on a live webinar with me, $4.99. You've all wasted that every month. Why don't you invest in yourself today? I'm handing you a cash card back to you. Would you like a checkbook with it too? That's twice as much you invest in yourself. Now, here's an extra bonus if you did it right away through the live webinar. I'm going to give you the Millionaire's Founders Kit. 12 books and CDs, how I brought in the $2 billion at 26 for free. Now, if you want to be a millionaire, you want a $1 million paycheck, raise your hand as high as you can and say, I do! So then I can say that's called silly and dumb. You only keep $375 and the IRS gets the rest. Here's your life. You get a paycheck, but it's taxed. You get the leftover. Corporations bring in millions and millions of dollars, and they don't pay tax till after they pay their bills. They pay tax on the leftover. Which one you want to be? You want to be a millionaire corporation? Both hands shoot up and go, yeah, I do. Simple. Articles, obsolete tax ID, level 1 in setup class tomorrow at 10 a.m. You better be in the class tomorrow with me. The office sells it for $1,999. The average person getting a corporation and a piece of paper spent $3,000. Don't learn diddly squat. I'm going to hand you $10,000 of cash credit. Is that okay with you? And on top of that, I'm going to give it to you for half price so long as you did it during the webinar, $9.99. From there, I'm going to even give you the what? 12 books and CDs, how we brought in the $2 billion at 26. There's the Millionaire's Founders Kit. It's 25 times money back to you, and you get to keep all the goodies because they belong to you anyway. Now, Millionaires in the Making is my favorite one. You see, when I get you the $25,000 card, the office sells it for $3,000, almost $4,000, and I get you a $25,000 card. I want to teach you how to clone it into 3 more. By the way, 25 times back to you. That means your price today during the webinar is $1,999. Bottom line from there, I'll even hand you the Millionaire's Founders Kit, 12 books and CDs for free. I got no excuses. What are your excuses now? Billy got into it, and his wife said, "Don't do it, Billy. It's not going to work. You try this, you try that, da-da-da-da." I mean, she went on and on and on. And I said, "Billy, if it doesn't work, I'll double back your money. All right? Because I want your wife to be happy." Then I told Billy to do something for me. You see, I tell men this all the time. Bite your tongue, shut up, and love longer. One of my books coming out called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. If a man would just shut up, because a woman's a damn tape recorder. You can't take back when you open your big mouth, guys, so shut up. Love longer. Right, ladies? But again, this is Gina. You got a choice, too. Now, if you give me a referral, I'll build you another 1,000 of credit. Give me 5 referrals, I'll hand you a $10,000 cash card. You want to have fun? Maybe Google, Facebook, and YouTube. You're watching the PowerPoint. If you're not, maybe you want to go to raiswebinar.com. Get the full overview and stop bringing the pain home. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You know, when I close my eyes, I can put myself back to the pier. I can smell the trash can. I can see me waiting for some person to finish at McDonald's and pray they didn't finish their meal. I was friggin' hungry, and no one gave a damn about me. So the bottom line is pretty simple. When I heard a corporation's a legal person right in front of you in Chapter 18 and may sue or be sued, I knew my way out of hell. Are you going to pay attention today? Because the United States of America Incorporated does. Because they set up the states, they're all corporations. And the states set up the cities, they're corporations too. Why haven't you set this up for you right out of high school? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. The only thing I ever hear, "No one told me, Ray." No one told me too, besides God gave it to me to give it to you. You going to pay attention today? They planned the problem. That's why they came up with Chapter 9 bankruptcy for Orange County. The first one ever followed in the past, too. See, you are we the people, by the way. Nixon took the gold standard out. They can print money 24/7. Now we're going to go how many $trillions in the hole because we keep printing money going, whee! SSN, get a job, get a 1040 tax return. Did you know it's federally mandated that every hospital hands mama, after she delivers the baby within 3 hours or less, an SSN form for the baby? So they can bond the baby and print some more money. If mama don't sign the form, baby can't go in the stroller. Of course, he can't go home. Mama's going to sign the form, huh? So stop bringing the pain home. You watch Rich and Famous People. You got the cities. You got basically the banks and grocery store in your neighborhood today. Why did you bring the pain home? Why did you bring the pain home? Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I got analyzation and education too. I better expect you all to do that as well. See, tomorrow from 7 a.m., you better spend the whole day with me. I want to shake you, wake you up. I don't want to get you basically where you need to go. I'll do the work. Hell, I'll hand you the keys. Most thing I ever do is ask you to do 2 things if you're lucky. That's about it. Like Willie here. I got him a new car and he jacked it up. I said, "Really, you got to get it back to 29%. I told you that in the beginning." Once he did, we daisy-chained it too. Ultimate goal. Tomorrow, for all my clients, I've invited 17 million plus people. I already have 941, probably plus that too. The system only holds up about 1,000 people. I just want to make sure it's packed. for the ones that are serious enough to want to reach their goals. By the way, it's tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is free to my customers. Be a customer today, you'll be in that class too. It lasts 2 hours at least. Now, the bottom line, I even got a Dun & Bradstreet in the afternoon too. It's $199 for Dun & Bradstreet. They got a fast track program that costs $1,000, but I'll show you how to play with that fast track for free. You see, I wrote it for them 33 years ago. You might want to pay attention. I'm going to teach you how to get some gift cards too, and basically make sure you got a safety credit for yourself. There's a Zelle. And this is basically Dun & Bradstreet tomorrow for $199. There it is. Let Gina know too. Ultimate Gold, Mickey, I love Mickey. Don't you love Mickey too? Loophole King in Newsweek. They didn't want to pay tax on $1 billion, so all they had to do is write an IOU. If Mickey can play, so can you. You ready to play? Now, I know online you're going to see someone say trade lines. Look up the Fair Lending Act. Trade lines, as far as I'm concerned, are against the law, because it's a lie. Then you're going to see some ding-dong go, you don't have to guarantee. That's BS. Those 8 number 1 creditors are the ones in my hand. You can't get diddly squat unless you're the CFO. So here's what I'm going to guarantee you. I'm going to rebuild you. I'm going to get you 8 cards per division you set up, or I'll set them up for you. 9 lines of credit, cash credit. Next, from there, we'll think about getting supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease cards too. The beginning, I got to make you the best CFO you can need to be. Ultimate Gold, the only cards you can push past 29%. What are they again? Gold and platinums. Would you like 1 or would you like 10? You see, I like getting you 10 because I want that to be $1 million or up to $10 million of credit in the beginning. Would you like 1 for you or the corporation? Let me know, please. I charge you $999 to build one up for you. The only difference today, if you Zelle the $999, I'm going to give you a pack of 10. Would you like 10? Let me know. There's a Zelle. By the way, the office doesn't sell that at all. They're not allowed to. Your choice is let Gina know after you Zelle the money to me. Credit rebuilding, oh, I love it. It's fun doing it the right way. Wrap a rescore too. Give you the articles, the oscillist tax ID, and getting a setup class in level 1. And I hand you a $1,000 card back to you. And guess what? That part's free. See, I don't know if you want to start a business, or I don't know if you have the guts to, or you did and you failed. I don't know. The bottom line is office sales are for $998. I give it half price during the live webinar. It's like now, $499. A $1,000 card back to you. I also, if you did it during the webinar with me, I'm going to hand you the 12 books and CDs, how to get into the Millionaire Billionaire Group too. I brought in $2 billion at 26 using those books and CDs. So it's called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. That is free if you Zelle the $499 right away. Starter package for a millionaire, just like the previous one, but this comes with $10,000 of credit. And it's got $999 today for you. I want you stuck with me all day tomorrow. Gonna have some fun. Bottom line is you get the Millionaire's Founders Kit too for free if you Zelle the $999 during the webinar. The Millionaires in the Making is my favorite one because I get you the $25,000 card. And then I teach you how to daisy change it by 3. That's $1,999 today. You're going to be in the setup class level 1 with me too, and I'm going to get you the 820 score. I'm going to make you the right CFO you need to be. And if you did the Zelle during the webinar, you get the 12 books and CDs called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. If you don't do it during this time, and I'm almost done, oh well, you missed out on the opportunity. You Zelle. Let Gina know too. She ships the products and CDs. Now, Mr. Buffett, I love him. You see, the man uses borrowed money to buy businesses and he transfers stock. Borrowed money is not taxable. Don't you understand? He plays the game. By the way, it's your turn. My dashboard will tell you authorized users crap. Trade lines are crap too. You got to be a CFO, period. I got my specialty classes up to 5 classes a day live. I don't like pre-recorded crap, and 9 classes tomorrow. I want every one of you in every class I have tomorrow. I want to make sure your whole day, you're going to get brain freeze by the time I'm done with you. But this class is a goal setting class. I basically started, all right, it's 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's only for customers. So get in to be a customer today, and you can play in that class too for 2 more hours too. You see, Dun & Bradstreet's at 2:30 in the afternoon. And the discount today is $199. And if you do it right away, there's the sale. And even let Scott know here in his email, let me have the link, please. There you go. And I got Q&As twice a week too. Could you imagine if you actually got your 1 foot out of the boat, 1 foot on the shore, and you made a commitment to you and me, and in 90 days I could change your life guaranteed or your money back? I got no excuses for you. By the way, you got no excuses for me too. I'm the guy that invented daisy chaining and credit 30 plus years ago. I can take every card to 99 more cards, even your debit card and your personal wallet today. Now let's understand something. You can't write off personal credit or credit cards at all, but corporate cards you can. How many would you like? Let me know. Now I get agencies calling me once in a while asking about a client. Don't want it to be used, so don't rip anybody off or defraud them at all. So here's a corporation. It's going to maintain the divisions. Those are basically the line of defense. Those are the ducks. Something gets wrong, just like the city, just like Wells Fargo Bank, just like rich and famous people. They did the 3-step, by the way, and you're allowed to do the same thing too. They disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Couldn't save a piece, bankrupt a piece. Keep the other pieces and never bring the pain where? Home. See, today, all right, I mean, since the time you met me, you heard things you never heard in your life at all. Would you like me to repackage you? See, it's like your house today. If it's not in a trust, because it should have been Ray's rules, escrow close, escrow homestead, escrow put in a trust. If someone sues you, they just take it away. If you die, get stuck into probate, and your family got diddly squat. Now, you fix up a property today, I want you to do it my way. Yes, you're going to hire a contractor to hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. What if someone cut corners, they slip and fall, and they sue you and take everything you got? Why don't you think, just for a minute, please, you got $12, every property you ever get, you can quick claim deed it to a division. You can do assignment of equity, too. You see, if they try to sue you at the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Why not? I want you to protect your ass. It's too. You see, the goal is pretty simple. If you don't have a trust, do an irrevocable trust. That's the one I would pick if I was you, but that's up to you too. Now, when you fix up a property and anything you do, please stop playing peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. I don't get it. The IRS is the rule book. They tell you corporations don't pay tax till they make a profit. Why would you like to play peekaboo with the IRS and make a mess? I don't get it. If you hypothetically did that, go to irs.gov, download a form called 656 of 433 A and B. Get your COVID-19 check, get your butt back in the system today. When you fix up the properties, we're going to do it my way. Why? Because you're going to have divisions that go buy from the manufacturer. Save up to 70%. I want to use their money, not yours. I'm one of the original OPMs. You see, understand something today. I don't want you to pay a bill for 30 to 60, 90 days anyway. Escrow closes, it pays off the debt. Now you get up to $200,000 left over. Don't act like you're rich because you're not. Have you had $1,000 to $10,000 to $100,000 in the past and pissed it away? Do you know I can guarantee I can take 1,000, reference it by 3 times 5, and turn it into $15,000 in about 45 working days? Borrow money is not taxable. Can you write that down, please? Leveraging money, raise rules, line of defense, see it, believe it, go get it. Before my coma in 2009, this was my office. 22,000 square foot building, double stories, Irvine Spectrum 2. Bottom line is the bank would be at the office every day going, Ray, banks love kissing your assets when you got money. You don't have a pot to piss in, hell, they don't know your name. Do yourself a favor today. Banks borrow from the feds times 10. No, back to 5 to you. If you would have listened to me of that money out of that escrow, you would have had up to $3 million of borrowed money, non-taxable. That's called leveraging money, raise rules. Hey, let's go get a McDonald's today. You want a Big Mac and fries too? Now, Mrs. Fishburne and her son, Clarence Fishburne, is a client of mine. All right, you see, I told you I did the corporation of rich and famous people, over 2,000 people. Mr. Clinton, too. Michael, Cook and Vane, Kevin Costner, Arnold, too. And here's Freeway Ricky Ross from my own neighborhood, too. Come on down! College professors as well. I got no excuses, but now neither do you. You're going to have to run your own race and beat your own doubt. Now, I'll hold your hand the rest of your life if you allow me to. Now, we're going to look at the word loan. I've been teaching basic cash flow, free up your time for 40 plus years. Kind of sounds like someone stole that from me. Let's think this. Here's a $100,000 card. It's a corporate card. Right off the card and the interest rate too. We're going to loan $50,000 to 5 people, $10,000 apiece. We're going to put a second on their house, a homestead blocker, a UCC one into chattel mortgage too. Don't worry, I invented those 30 years ago too. We'll have some fun. And then you know what we're going to do? If they don't pay, we get all their goodies. But we're also going to call that company and say this, my money, I want it now. See, they'll factor the money you just loaned within 24 hours, hand it back to you. After you pay this card every month, you now have cash flow of $2,449 per month. After I build you the credit, you could use the credit to create cash flow, free up your time. Oh, you need more? How about $4,800? Oh, you still need more? How about $7,347? The only excuse after meeting me will be you. Now, you got $5.4 million of lines of credit to checkbooks, too, and you get to write that off as well. So let's go get it. Now, I won't show you anything I didn't obtain myself, because I don't like blah, blah, blah. All right? I could show you right now over $1 billion of real estate I've obtained in my lifetime so far. Helicopters, yachts, I got to get you past go. Your problem is you're stuck, and I know you're going to say the way I was born with this. Stop it. I was born in a damn taxi. She threw me away like a piece of trash. My first name's a girl's name. You try going to school in Watts, Carson, Torrance, Long Beach, too, with a girl's name. You have to learn how to kick it or run, and I don't like to run. I'd rather kick it. So let's understand something flat out. No excuses for your surroundings. I will make every one of you a millionaire corporation. I'll guarantee it. Just do what I say, and I'll do the work for you, flat out. Stop waiting for the damn bus with the money. It's not coming. You're going to have to realize you got to run your own dream, your own life. I'll get it for you. This is God's gift. One of the 6 mansions at the time. Where you park your race boating yacht? I parked mine in the backyard. Largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor, by the way. Helicopter, Lamborghini, building too. Now, I want you to change your driver's license. Can you write it down for me, please? You can do what you want, but I want to tell you how to protect your ass. It's too. You wrote a check the other day. Day later, your house got robbed. How'd that happen? Oh, they know where I lived. You see, I want you to remember Ray's rules. Never bring the pain home. Your driver's license should have P.O. Box or mailing address if you want it to. It's called the Driver's Privacy Protection Act. Last time you bought a car, what did you do? Remember I said house, car, bank account, and more. I'm going to repackage everything you do, by the way. All right, I'm going to treat you like a billionaire in case you want to go that far too. You see, you let someone sweat you for hours on end to get the car. Oh, goody. You lost $5,000, got up to 9 inquiries too. And they handed you a paper you filled out and they said, we got to run your credit. Next to your signature, you should have wrote down this allows 1 inquiry only. You should have took a picture. Things do they? It's about damn time you listen to me. I've been doing this for 43 years. Problem with you, you're the registered owner. Yes, you should have write down tax ID division. Tax ID division. Goal setting tomorrow. We're going to make sure we go through that step by step so you don't screw it up anymore. I want your car changed immediately to a tax ID and a division. Quit driving around like you're a duck. I can show you the mansions. I can show you the cars, all the goodies too, and the buildings too. The most verified person on the planet today. And I'll build your dream corporation. Hell, I'll hand you the keys. Get your butt to all the workshops tomorrow. And I'm saying all workshops tomorrow. Every one of you, give me the day. If you don't, that's on you. Ultimate goal, you go to the bank, grocery store in the bank, you drive your car. A little bumpity bump. What does she do? What did the person say? I'm going to die. I don't get it. Why would anybody be a registered owner on a car when they see all those bloodsucker attorneys on TV? All right? You see your driver's license? I don't want it to be your home address. The insurance corporation could pay for it before taxes considered. Oh, the registered owner? Hell, it's you. Why would you ever be a registered owner of a damn car? I don't get it. When they sue you and they take everything you got, everything you work for, and all you had to do is spend $19 and put it into a division's name, you better be on the workshops with me all day tomorrow. I want to repackage your life, repackage your assets correctly. And if they try to sue you when I'm done, they're going to get diddly squat. Why not? Your choice is to look at the banks and the grocery stores in your city today. They're in business. What did you do when you broke and something didn't work for you? You went home, went boo-hoo-hoo. No. Not acceptable. Write the 4 boxes.